The Chicago Bears are entering the 2025 NFL season in a position they haven't been in for a very long time, respected. For decades, this franchise has carried the weight of inconsistency, constantly searching for answers at quarterback, shuffling through offensive coordinators, and struggling to build a roster that could be considered one of the league's best. But that narrative may finally be changing. Recently, ESPN's Mike Clay evaluated every NFL roster heading into the new season and ranked the Bears 8th overall. That's not just a top half placement, it's top 10, putting Chicago in the same breath as perennial contenders. For a team that has often been left out of the national conversation, this is a signal that the Bears are officially on the rise. Clay's rankings weren't arbitrary. He broke down every roster by position group, analyzing starters, depth, and overall potential. Chicago's evaluation is a fascinating case study in how far they've come and how far they still need to go. Let's begin on the offensive side of the football, where the Bears' transformation is perhaps most noticeable. Quarterback room. Ranked 20th quarterback has been the Achilles heel of Chicago football for decades. From the days of Rex Grossman to Jay Cutler to a revolving door of journeymen, the Bears have never had the kind of long-term answer that franchises like the Packers, Patriots, or Chiefs have enjoyed. But the arrival of Caleb Williams, the #1 overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, has finally given the fan base something they've been craving: hope. Williams' rookie season was anything but ordinary. Thrust into a turbulent situation with 3 different play callers, 2 head coaches, and a collapsing offensive line, many quarterbacks would have folded. Instead, Williams threw for 3,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions. His touchdown-to-interception ratio ranked among the league's best, a staggering accomplishment for a rookie with so little stability around him. Behind Williams is Tyson Bagent, who showed grit and poise in limited starts. Bagent doesn't project as a long-term starter, but he has proven capable of keeping the Bears competitive when called upon. That's a luxury most teams don't have. Veteran Case Keenum brings over a decade of NFL experience, including playoff success, and his role as a mentor cannot be understated. Developmental arm Austin Reed rounds out the room, giving Chicago a mix of youth, reliability, and veteran leadership. Despite ESPN ranking this unit 20th, many around Chicago feel the number undersells the upside. Williams is already showing rapid growth in offensive coordinator Ben Johnson's scheme, and with improved protection and weapons, the potential for a breakout season is very real. In fact, some argue this might be the most promising quarterback room Chicago has had in decades. Running back room. Ranked 21st, the running back position, historically a source of pride for the Bears thanks to legends like Walter Payton and Matt Forte, enters 2025 ranked 21st by ESPN. At first glance, the ranking feels low, especially considering the talent on hand. DeAndre Swift leads the group and is the most dynamic option the Bears have had in years. Last season, Swift nearly eclipsed 1,000 rushing yards despite playing behind one of the league's weakest offensive lines. His vision, balance, and receiving ability make him a perfect fit for Johnson's offensive philosophy. Behind Swift is Roshan Johnson, a player many hoped would break out in 2024 before injuries slowed him down. Fully healthy, Johnson offers a bruising style that complements Swift's elusiveness. New addition Britton Brown has quickly become a camp standout, impressing coaches with his versatility and readiness. Meanwhile, Travis Homer and Royce Freeman provide veteran stability and depth. This is not a flashy group, but it is dependable and versatile. And with a vastly improved offensive line in front of them, it's entirely possible this unit will outperform its ranking by midseason. Wide receiver room. Ranked 7th for years, Bears fans have begged for competent receivers to help their quarterbacks. The days of leaning on Devin Hester as the #1 wideout are long gone. Now, Chicago has what could be one of the most dangerous receiving corps in the NFC. DJ Moore is the unquestioned leader, coming off a season that nearly hit the 1,000-yard mark despite all the offensive chaos. Rookie sensation Romo Duns flashed big play ability last season, hauling in nearly 750 yards in an offense still finding its footing. His chemistry with Williams is only going to grow. The addition of Luther Burden gives the Bears a vertical threat they've lacked, while Olamide Zakos brings veteran savvy and quickness in the slot. This top four is not only strong, it's diverse in skill set. Depth-wise, players like Tyler Scott and Jaden Walker are fighting for roster spots and bring special teams versatility. Miles Boykin and Maurice Alexander provide size and toughness. This is the deepest Chicago receiver room in memory, and the 7th-place ranking may still be underestimating just how explosive they can be. Tight end room, ranked 6th. Few position groups embody balance like the Bears' tight ends. Cole Kmet has quietly become one of the more dependable players on the roster, excelling as both a blocker and receiver. His numbers last year suffered due to poor quarterback play and usage, but his value extends beyond the stat sheet. Enter rookie Colston Loveland, a player many scouts raved about during the draft process. His size, hands, and blocking ability make him a perfect complement to Kmet. Add in Durham Smythe, a reliable veteran with experience in Ben Johnson's system, and you have a group built for both versatility and reliability. The Bears love to use 2 tight end sets, and this trio gives them endless options. It's no surprise ESPN ranked them as the 6th best in football. Offensive line, ranked 3rd, perhaps the most shocking transformation is up front. Just 2 years ago, Chicago's offensive line was among the league's worst. Now, it's ranked 3rd overall. The projected starters, Braxton Jones, Joe Thuney, Drew Dalman, Jonah Jackson, and Darnell Wright, give the Bears both youth and experience. Jones and Wright provide stability at tackle, while veterans Thuney and Jackson anchor the interior. Dalman, the newcomer at center, has already impressed. Even more encouraging is the depth. Young linemen like Luke Newman and Jordan McFadden stood out in preseason, proving the Bears can withstand injuries without collapsing. Protection was Caleb Williams' biggest issue as a rookie. With this line in front of him, the Bears can finally run a functional, consistent offense. While the offense has taken center stage with Caleb Williams, the defense remains the backbone of Chicago football. Under defensive coordinator Dennis Allen, the Bears are constructing a unit designed to withstand the NFC's best. Interior defensive line, ranked 18th. Chicago's defensive line has undergone a facelift. Gervin Dexter enters his 2nd year with high expectations after showing flashes as a rookie. The signing of veteran Grady Jarrett brings leadership and experience, while Andrew Billings remains a steady presence. Rookie Shamar Turner adds energy and athleticism to the rotation. The Bears now have a legitimate 4-man rotation capable of keeping players fresh deep into games. ESPN's ranking of 18th reflects uncertainty rather than lack of talent. If Dexter takes a leap and Jarrett stays healthy, this group could easily finish as a top 12 unit. Edge rushers, ranked 24th. Here lies the biggest concern. Montez Sweat is the unquestioned leader of this group, but finding consistent production opposite him remains a challenge. Austin Booker showed promise last year, but is already battling injuries. Demarcus Walker and Dominique Robinson are valuable depth pieces but haven't yet proven to be consistent game changers. The Bears reportedly considered trade options to bolster this unit, and if they want to elevate from good to great defensively, finding another reliable pass rusher is essential. Until then, this group will be the defense's biggest question mark. Linebackers, ranked 11th, the linebacker position has always been a Chicago tradition, and this year's group could be special. Tremaine Edmonds and T.J. Edwards headline the unit, bringing size, speed, and playmaking ability. Noah Sewell, entering his 2nd year, adds physicality and depth. Behind them, Ruben Hippolyte has impressed coaches with his energy and instincts. ESPN ranked this unit 11th, but under Allen's scheme, it has the potential to crack the top 5. Cornerbacks, ranked 8th, the Bears' secondary is anchored by Jalen Johnson, one of the league's best shutdown corners. Kyler Garden provides versatility in the slot, while Tariq Stevenson has emerged as a reliable outside corner. Depth comes from players like Josh Blackwell, who can rotate in nickel packages. Losing Terrell Smith to injury was a blow, but even so, this group remains one of the most talented in the NFL. ESPN's 8th place ranking reflects that strength. Safeties, ranked 8th, few tandems are as physical and instinctive as Kevin Byard and Jaquan Brisker. Byard brings veteran leadership, while Brisker continues to establish himself as a rising star. Depth remains thin, but as long as these two stay healthy, the Bears have one of the top safety duos in the league. Before we continue with what all of these rankings mean for the Bears season outlook, take a quick second to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We'll be bringing you weekly breakdowns, live reactions, and in-depth analysis of every Bears game this season. If you're a Chicago fan, this is your home for coverage all year long. So, what does all of this mean for the Chicago Bears heading into 2025? ESPN's rankings tell a clear story. This roster is balanced, deep, and ready to compete. There are weaknesses, the edge rusher group being the most obvious, but there are also legitimate strengths that could push the Bears into playoff contention. The offense, led by Caleb Williams, has the tools to become explosive. A rebuilt offensive line, a deep wide receiver room, and creative play calling from Ben Johnson give Williams every chance to thrive. If he takes the expected leap in year 2, the Bears' ceiling rises dramatically. Defensively, the Bears are built to frustrate opponents. The secondary is strong, the linebackers are versatile, and the defensive line has the potential to wear teams down. The only missing piece is a consistent second pass rusher, and if that gets addressed, this could be one of the most complete defenses in the NFC. The Bears aren't just trying to make the playoffs, they're trying to prove they belong among the NFC's elite. With the 8th ranked roster, the opportunity is there. Now, it's about execution. Final thoughts: for years, Chicago Bears fans have been forced to live with mediocrity, false starts, and disappointment. But entering 2025, this team feels different. They have a young quarterback with superstar potential, a coaching staff committed to stability, and a roster that finally looks like it can compete with the best. ESPN's ranking of 8th overall is both a recognition of progress and a challenge. The Bears have the talent to back it up, now they must prove it on the field. This season won't be about moral victories or small steps forward. It's about winning. It's about proving to the league that the Chicago Bears are back. Bear down.